I'm standing just outside of Peterborough on a farm on the property of Bud Pfaff, who has erected his own sign up in front of Dean Del Mastro's Conservative Party sign. Here comes Mr. Pfaff now. Let's find out why. Hello, Mr. Pfaff.
Good morning.
Would you mind telling us why you've erected your sign in front of Dean Del Mastro's Conservative Party sign?
I'd be pleased to. They put it up without consulting me. Now, I believe they've done that in other parts of the city, probably because people voted for the PC party before, so they figured they would just put a sign up there. But a lot of things happen between elections, and I think they should consult with the property owner before they put a sign up. And when they didn't do that, I thought, well, I've been trying to meet with the present Member of Parliament for quite some time, and he's a very busy man. So if I can't meet with him and get my point across, I thought I'd do it this way. That should attract attention and give a property owner a right to express his opinion.
Right on. What do you mean by Canadians need a federal ombudsman?
Well, that is a very complex issue. We have, as most people know, a provincial ombudsman in every province to handle complaints of the bureaucracy against a provincial citizen. However, we don't have a federal ombudsman, so you as a citizen or I as a citizen are damaged by a member of the federal bureaucracy. There's absolutely no recourse for you whatsoever. They claim that your Member of Parliament is supposed to be your ombudsman. That is as naive as can be, because the protocol is so tight that he dare not go beyond the minister, and the minister will not respond. So it has never worked and never will work. If it did work, why would we have provincial MPP? Why wouldn't we have them as ombudsman? Because it doesn't work. So we need a federal ombudsman, number one, to protect the citizen against his own government. We need it for another reason as well, and that is to bring these issues forward so that members of Parliament understand what's going on at street level, and refer to the sick situation whereby the Liberal and federal government of Canada deprived the veterans, brain-damaged veterans at Sunnybrook Hospital all their life, were deprived of interest on their pension. Now, how could these people possibly represent themselves? How could the relatives of these veterans defend themselves against that type of action from the federal government? That's where they needed a federal ombudsman, because those veterans still were citizens. There's also the Merchant Navy veterans that were deprived of their just due for 55 years. No federal ombudsman was able to help them. And then we have the insulation contractors wiped out right across Canada. No federal ombudsman to take up their case. No Member of Parliament that even knows about it, because these citizens were not able to bring those important issues to the attention of the Parliament. So there's two reasons we need and must have a federal ombudsman in order to have justice in Canada.
I agree. What are you referring to in the second half of your sign? Is special status and veto in our Constitution next for the Quebec nation?
Yes, that again, that's a very complex issue. This business of special status and veto for Quebec. It gives Quebec tremendous power. Now, Brian Mulroney bought support of Quebec voters when he brought in Meech Lake and included special status and veto in the entrenchment in the Constitution. When that was killed, he brought it forward in the Charlotte Accord and gave the citizens the right to vote on it. It included special status and veto in the Constitution. Now, the citizens of Canada voted that down. They weren't satisfied with it. They went around the back door and they came forward with the Calgary Accord. And the Calgary Accord is a provincial initiative, kind of disguising the issue to some degree, but clauses 5 and 6 in there can be interpreted to bring in distinct society and veto. Now, that one is approved in 9 provincial legislatures, and you only need the approval of 7 provinces in order to change the Constitution. So there, it has achieved what Meech Lake failed and Meech Lake 2 failed. Beach Lake was number 1, Charlotte Accord number 2, Calgary Accord number 3. Then the present Prime Minister has gone a step further, and he has declared Quebec a nation. So I'm asking, what's next? Entrenchment of distinct society and veto in the Constitution to satisfy the few power brokers in Quebec? The Quebec people do not want to leave Canada, but there are some power brokers down there like Jacques Parizeau who do, and that poses an interesting question. Jacques Parizeau, the arch-separatist, said, "Give me distinct society and veto in the Constitution, and I'll take Canada out the front door." Why would anybody want to give that separatist that power? What's next is my question.
Good question.
Thank you.
We should all be afraid.
Thank you. Take warning.